Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talking Taylor. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Briar.
And today we're going to be talking about a couple songs from Midnight. It's just going into a little bit of a deep dive. So I'm going to be talking about Mastermind and Glitch.
And I'm going to be talking about Would've, Could've, Should've.
So I guess let's just jump right into it.
Yeah. So Would've, Could've, Should've is track on Midnight's. Don't remember the number. I didn't get that information before I should have done my research. This is supposed to be a
deep dive.
Hey, we're doing a deep dive into the lyrics. So it has a lot of like religious allusions and musical ideas throughout. So like even starting from the very beginning, the beginning vocals like sound like a church choir almost. And then right before verse 1, I want to point out that she has a little shaky breath before she starts singing because the topics in Would've, Could've, Should've are like very deep and very personal to her. So I think that's representing like how much it's been weighing on her and how much like she's finally like letting it free, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
that's important to note. And then for religious allusions, basically the entire chorus is like religious.
Yeah.
So all I used to do was pray, would've, could've, should've. I would have stayed on my knees, gone along with the righteous. This is just a bunch of lyrics from the song that showcase that. You're a crisis of my faith. And then the reason that I picked this song was because it does have some theoretical lore. I don't think it's ever been confirmed, but there's a bunch of lyrics in the song that reference either John Mayer or Jake Gyllenhaal, which is like her two most famous and most volatile relationships.
Oh, well, I know nothing about either of those.
Okay, so John Mayer was like 32, I think, and she was 19.
Normal.
Yeah, definitely. And then she dated Jake Gyllenhaal when she was 21 and he was 30, I think.
A little better.
Yeah, we're getting better, but
we're trying.
Yeah. So there's...
What's the Travis Kelce age gap?
They're the same age. They were both born in 1989.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So no age gap there. Like
okay.
a couple
months.
That's
good.
Yeah. So in the chorus specifically, she says, never would have danced with the devil at 19, which is both religious allusions, and she dated John Mayer at 19. So it's kind of like calling him a devil because he was. So also, the God's honest truth is that the pain was heaven. Again, religious allusions. She loves to use them, but this song is like all of it.
Mm-hmm.
And this one could possibly be referencing that even though like those two relationships were like terrible for her, like in retrospect, while she was in them, she was like kind of really happy until it like went to shit and stuff. So
yeah, see, I kind of interpreted this song as like, because it's would've, could've, should've. I was thinking that it was like she was really wanting to be in these relationships, and then like when she's actually in them, she was so unhappy. It was like the idea of it was better than the reality.
It could be that too, but I felt like that line was highlighting the relationships as well. So it was definitely like they did end up being very, very, very bad for her. Obviously, all too well. Dear John.
Yeah. So...
and then I have specific ones that I think are about the two men. And then, so in one part of the song, she says, if I never blushed, then they could have never whispered about this, which I think is talking about how the media and fans talk about her relationships, even in the case of John Mayer, when they were not, like, everyone's like, oh my gosh, they were together, but they were never, like, I don't think it was ever officially said that they were together. It's just speculation, but like it's a lot of speculation. So like maybe they were.
I'm just sitting here like pretending I know anything about this.
You're getting educated right now.
I am getting educated.
Yeah, exactly. And then years of tearing down our banners, you and I feel like could apply to both of them because she's literally like 32 when Midnights comes out, the same age John Mayer was, and she's literally still like being destroyed by these relationships that happened when she was 19 and 21. So that's, I feel like, something that people go through as well whenever they are in relationships that like are very, very important, but also hurt them a lot. So, and then for Jake Gyllenhaal, Give Me Back My Girlhood, it was my first from the bridge.
See, what did he do?
Well, it's, a lot of people think that he was the one she lost her virginity to.
Okay.
So the girlhood part would make a lot of sense in that, especially like with lines in All Too Well, like the scarf is like a symbol of her virginity, and it's just like all the correlations.
Wait, but wasn't Gyllenhaal after?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the order?
She dated John Mayer at 19, and she dated Jake Gyllenhaal at 21.
Okay, and then when does Joe Jonas come into this?
Joe Jonas was the first one, I think.
Okay.
He was like, that was during her Fearless era. Well, I guess she technically also dated John Mayer during her Fearless era. But no, it was before Fearless because there's songs on Fearless about Joe Jonas.
Okay, and then it's Alwyn.
Yeah,
and
Alwyn
then Kelsey.
Yeah, well, there's a lot in between. She dated Taylor Lautner, like, because she was dating Taylor Lautner during the 2009 VMAs with all the stuff with Kanye. She dated Tom Hiddleston, and there's a reference to him in Reputation. You know, the Reputation, the Look What You Made Me Do music video when all the dancers are wearing the I Love TS.
Oh, my gosh.
You know that
I wish
shirt?
we had our video component right now so you could see my face
know,
because this is stuff I've never heard of before.
The I Love TS, that was a shirt that Tom Hiddleston wore while they were dating.
Okay.
So they think it's a reference to that.
Who is Tom Hiddleston?
He plays Loki in
okay.
Marvel.
It sounded familiar.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Are there any other people she dated? Oh, there was like, I think his name is Cody Monteith. He's dead now. He plays Finn in Glee.
Okay.
Yeah. They were for a little while. There's a couple I'm missing, but Joe Alwyn was, I think, after Tom Hiddleston. And then that was 6 years long, and now it's Travis Kelce, and Travis Kelce is the best.
Okay. I'm looking up a Taylor Swift dating history.
Yeah.
This is just so awful. Like, imagine if they did that to you. Like, this is only popular people.
Yeah. But.
Yeah, Joe Jonas was first.
Yeah.
It's making me put my email in, and I don't want to do that. So I guess we're just never going to figure this out. Oh, there was Lucas Till.
Oh, yes.
After...
He was the one that played the guy in the You Belong With Me music video. I knew that one.
Then it was Taylor Lautner. Then Corey Monteith.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Then John Mayer. Then Jake Gyllenhaal. Then Connor Kennedy.
I forgot about him.
She dated Harry Styles.
Oh, yeah. That's why there's like...
And Calvin
literally
Harris.
Well, oh my gosh. You don't know any of the lore.
Tom Hiddleston.
So Style and then like Out of the Woods and all of that. We talked about this in our podcast. How those are about Harry Styles. And then Calvin Harris, she wrote, the song with him and Rihanna.
We found love in a hopeless place. Wasn't it that?
This Is What We Came For. The song by Calvin Harris and Rihanna. Taylor helped write it. So, yeah, those are two major ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just not in my A game, like, ever.
Like,
it's okay. But back to would have, could have, should have.
Yeah.
After that little tangent.
Yeah.
Do you know?
So, and then, like, the last thing I really, really want to highlight is obviously there's, like, a lot. I could have highlighted every single lyric in this song and explained it and stuff.
I mean, you can do that with all of her music.
Yeah, that's
mostly
fair.
all
But
of her
I
music.
love this song. Like, this is like top 3 songs
Mhm.
ever. But the ending, like the entire like last minute or minute and a half, when it's like the tomb won't close, like those lyrics, the tomb won't close. It's first of all, yay, another reference to like religion and stuff. But I think it also symbolizes the impact it has on her life, even after these relationships like happened almost 20 years ago. In the case of John Mayer, like in 4 years almost, it'll be 20 years since she was 19.
Dang.
Which is insane. But like saying the tomb won't close is just like these things will impact her for the rest of her life, no matter like if she's in a happy relationship or not. And like I feel like it's also going to be obviously that in the case of Joe Alwyn, which was a 6-year-long relationship, I feel like we're going to get songs about that relationship in like
Next.
10 years.
Yeah. I love how like throughout the song it sounds like she's getting angrier and angrier, and she's almost like gritting her teeth when she's singing these things.
It's like because she doesn't want it to be affecting her, but it still is, and she has to like talk about it, otherwise it's just gonna eat her up on the inside.
Yeah.
So. But
And speak of the devil, I just got a Reddit notification on the Taylor Swift subreddit about the new lore drop.
there's new lore drop.
Yeah, she released in her like one of her merch collections, she released a ring which had different colors for all of the Taylor Swift albums.
Probably
and
the holiday collection.
Yeah, the
'cause that's
holiday
the
one. And there
out.
was after everything, there's a new like light blue teal colored gem, which they think is for her debut album because she's gonna take back her name before she's gonna take back her reputation.
Yeah, hot take. I think debut Taylor's version is coming out before Reputation Taylor's
Well, yeah,
version.
that's what they're saying now, because this ring has all of them in order, but now it also has that color.
Yeah. A lot of people think Reputation is coming out first, or that it'll be a double album, and I don't think
she has
it'll
to
be
take
either.
back her name first.
Yeah, I don't think it could ever be like a double album drop, like for debut and Reputation, because of charts and stuff. Like debut was never number 1, I don't think, and I think this would be a chance for it to be number 1. But if Reputation came out on the same day, Reputation would be number 1.
Okay, but also like literally anything she releases becomes on the Billboard. So.
Yeah, but if she released 2 in the same day, then it would never be on the Billboard.
I guess, yeah.
Both at one. So.
Well,
And then
we need to just rename this episode of talking about her lore and her relationships, because we've been talking more about that.
Midnight's is a breakup album. Like
Is it though?
Yes, Midnight's is the breakup album.
I guess.
Because Tortured Poets, first of all, I feel like it's too long to be a breakup album. And also, there's songs about Travis Kelce. There's songs about Maddie Healy. There's songs about Joe Alwyn. There's songs about the Eras Tour. Like, it's not a breakup album, but there's so many songs on Midnight's that are like, it's a breakup. You're losing me. It's literally in Midnight's. Like.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Sure. Well, we should probably go to me, because, you know, I have all of the hottest takes.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about Mastermind and Glitch because, in my personal opinion, both of these songs are about the start of her relationship with Joe Alwyn, but they're from like completely different perspectives, and they're just like completely opposite of each other. Because Mastermind is like so calculated love. Like, and she says, as soon as I met you, I knew I needed to make it happen. Like, she did all the social media stalking. She went to all the parties she knew he'd be at, took all the steps to make sure he would fall right into her arms. But then Glitch is literally the same song, but it's talking about like, oh, there was literally a glitch in the Matrix. Like, how on earth did this happen? It literally starts with, we were supposed to be just friends. So that's my hot take. Like, it's like, well, shit, I didn't think we'd actually make this work. I thought we'd be like way too much of a disaster to make anything happen long term, but here we are 6 years later. So, yeah.
That completely goes against my claim that Midnight's is a breakup album.
I think these are both about the start of the relationship, because it's also talking about, like, in Mastermind, she's the first night that you saw me, I knew I wanted your body. And Glitch, like, literally, we were supposed to be just friends, but friends with benefits, obviously. And then also later in Glitch, she says, maybe I'll see you some weekend depending on what kind of mood and situationship I'm in. So it's totally supposed to be they were just friends with benefits and they just happened. There was a literal glitch.
Oh.
They just fell into this relationship. But Mastermind it's so, like, she planned the relationship. So these songs are so contradictory.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's just like Mastermind is like orchestrated love and Glitch is just like carefree, hands-off approach, a brief interruption, a slight malfunction. But how did we end up in 6 years of a relationship?
That's crazy.
How do you feel?
Is
this a hot take you can get behind?
I could see it. I would need to listen to them, like, right now. I would need to hear them.
I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, I would need to, like, hear them, like, back to back, because I don't think I've ever heard them back to back.
I did a lot of listening to them back to back when I was preparing this hot take.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know which song, because my favorite from the album is Dear Reader.
Yeah.
But we already talked about that one before. And then I didn't want to do vigilante shit, because that's just like...
Hey, that was my other option.
But yeah, like, it literally in Mastermind says, what if I told you none of it was accidental?
Yeah.
But then literally in Glitch, it's like, oops, that happened.
It's crazy.
Such an accident.
I don't know if I could... I could understand how they are, but I definitely do think Midnights is a breakup album, and I don't know if those songs fit the breakup album.
But yeah, and like it also in Glitch, it literally says, but it's been 2,190 days of our love blackout. The system's breaking down. And that seems like a number that's about 6 years, maybe.
How long
I
is
would need a calculator.
I'll
divide it by 365.
Oh, I was just going to ask Google.
Just, you could do that as well. But like literally, I think there's been a glitch. I'm fastening myself to you like a stitch.
2,100 what?
90 days.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But yeah. So that's my little hot take.
Oh.
How long is that?
It's exactly 6 years.
Exactly. I'm telling you. Both of these songs
What do you mean?
are about the start of the relationship in how in Mastermind, she is trying to say that she wanted this. And she made sure it would happen. But in Glitch, she's saying that, like, I didn't even know this would happen.
It's 5.997 years.
Round. It's close enough.
5 years, 11 months, and 29 days.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
So that's, I mean, I feel like it's not that hot of a take. I feel like it's very easy to believe this.
Yeah, I definitely see how.
Mm-hmm.
But.
And it kind of goes along with the album's like late night thinking, because usually when you're up at late at night, you're kind of crazy. You're a little bit delirious. So like one night she's thinking about this relationship in this way, and the other night she's thinking about it in this completely other way.
Yeah.
And like maybe one night she's feeling good about it happening. So
and she's like, we're not breaking up. And then she's like, we are breaking up.
She's feeling good about it. So she's saying, yeah, I planned this. This is how it's supposed to happen. And then maybe another night she's thinking awful about it. She's like, well, we were supposed to be just friends.
Yeah. And maybe like Glitch could be like, I literally just forgot what I was saying.
It's okay. We all happen.
Like Glitch could be like her realizing like the glitch is going to go back to normal at some point.
Yeah. And also the last verse in Glitch says, I thought we had no chance, and that's romance, so let's dance.
That's crazy.
So, like, it's literally, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just repeating myself at this point, but, like, come on. It has to be true.
Yeah, I definitely see. I haven't listened to Mastermind that much, but I do listen to Glitch.
Honestly, my favorite song.
Like,
I love it so much.
I thought... So loud.
Oh, sorry. We were both just looking around frantically because there was such weird music happening.
I was like, where's the music coming from?
I did not know. My phone was playing Glitch by Parkway Drive, which is
That is not the Glitch we're talking about.
Oh, this is a, like, heavy metal song.
Yeah, I could tell by the beginning.
Anyway, I feel like my phone does that a lot now. Like when I take out my AirPods, it just starts playing the music. And I'm like, no, you were supposed to pause.
I would kill myself if that happened to me.
Oh my gosh.
That would be so annoying.
Yeah, I don't know why it does it.
But
no, it's...
I did want to point out also, like, in would've, could've, should've, like, I was also thinking about, like, the fact that Midnights is supposed to be, like, a laying awake at night album.
Yeah.
And, like, the reason that it's so, like, first of all, like, religious, and then also, like, looking back on these relationships while she's in a 6-year-long relationship is because it's, like, haunting her at night and stuff. So I was just going to say that. I forgot to say that earlier. But
yeah. I mean, I feel like we've covered these pretty deeply.
I think we have to.
So I think we're gonna end it there before we go off in some other random tangent, before any other music starts playing, or before we get kicked out of this room.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. Hope y'all enjoyed.
Yeah.
We might make another episode about something later if the fans want it.
If the fans want it.
Yeah.
If Dr. Brinker wants it.
Leave a comment, drop a like, let us know what you want to see next.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna leave it at that. Bye.